guys, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to CP Mom and Daughter. I'm so glad you're here. If you like these videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get into today's video. Hopefully you can hear me. There is traffic outside and all that, but I will be as loud as I possibly can. So today I want to highlight something that I have not heard highlighted very often, and that is siblings of those with disabilities. Growing up, my siblings were pretty awesome and handling and dealing with things related to my disability, and maybe that's because mine was a milder case. I'm not for sure. But what I want to highlight today is Miss D's brother specifically. He has been amazing. He is only 6 years old. So yes, he's older than Miss D, but he is still a little kid himself. And he's just went above and beyond what I could ever ask for in a child, above anything we've ever asked of him, and it just blows my mind. The one thing that it made me think about it the other day is my son has his own challenges as well, and while we were at occupational therapy for him, his therapist was like, so what chores and things does he do to help around the house? And I wasn't thinking of it at the time, but I should have. He has, his specific things like cleaning up after himself and whatnot. But one thing that he does that is huge, that most kids his age have never had to do, have never had to think about, and that is he helps to take care of his sister. Now, he doesn't do any of the big things. He's never carrying her from one place to another or changing her or whatever. But what he does is still huge. If she is on the floor and can't reach something, or even if she's sitting in her chair and wants something, he'll bring it to her, whether that's water or snack, excuse me, or whatever. He's also went and got things that I've needed for her. He's helped me throw things away that we don't need anymore of hers. It's huge. If him and his sister are sitting in the back seat of the car, he helps her to eat. Like, he'll hold the french fries so she can grab a french fry, or he'll hold her drink. Some of it we ask him to do, and some of it he just does. Whether it's if he's playing with a toy and he notices she doesn't have a toy, he'll take a toy to her. I guess my point is, I know I've kind of said this before, but people with disabilities, they always have a team behind them. Caretakers at home, therapists, teachers, all that. But one of those people that did not ask to be on the team, but ends up being on the team by default, is their siblings, if they have any. And maybe down the road he might have moments of just being frustrated or upset about it. Excuse me. But right now, he's okay with this situation. He's willing to step in and help. There have been even times when I've seen him trying to move her, and that's when we say, okay, you don't have to do that, like, stop what you're doing, like, we'll take care of that. But the point is, he's willing to step in, he's willing to help, he's willing to play with his sister, which I know that's not always the easiest situation, because when you have a sibling, you hope that you can run around with them and wrestle and play, and he can't really do that with his sister. So playing looks different. And there's also a lot of time that is spent specifically with his sister, with all the different therapies she has. And so he's learned that there's times that he has to sit back and let us take care of his sister, or she might get a piece of equipment that he might think is pretty cool, but then he has to realize, you know, oh, that's not a toy for me to use or whatever, that's equipment for my sister. And so we're all still learning and growing and exploring and figuring things out, but it has just been really cool to see how supportive and how loving and caring he is as a sibling. And it's also been a good reminder for me as his parent that he didn't ask for this. You know, his dad and I, we signed up for it when we chose to go down the road of adopting his sister, but he didn't ask for it. And so the fact that he's taking it with such a good attitude, willing to do different things that is asked of him, is huge. And he's only 6. He just turned 6. So I'm just so grateful for my son. I'm so grateful that the Lord gave us him, because he has such a caring and loving heart. He doesn't look at a person and be like, oh, what's wrong with you? He has the curious attitude of, oh, they have that, what does that do? And I'm so grateful that he's been around wheelchairs and different equipment and things. So hopefully that will carry on to when he sees others in a similar situation as well. So today was kind of a story time. I'm gonna see if I've got some pictures that I can add to the video, and we'll see you next time. Bye. God bless.